Hi, everybody, and welcome to Session 4 of Introduction to Healthcare Informatics. Last week we had some really great discussion on the importance and significance of standardized terminologies and languages, and how these terminologies and languages were translated into codes, and the coding system described the interventions and the diagnoses and the processes that were delivered in care. And in nursing, it also identified what nursing contributes to the patient care continuum and ultimately the patient outcome. Codes are needed in electronic health records and in systems because technology is a linear process, unlike the human process where we have a cognitive function that allows us to discern and make connections and interpret the information around us to create wisdom. So in a technology perspective, these codes are critical to reflecting precisely what is done for the patient. And as we found that these codes also help us in our billing and reimbursement process. This week in session 4, we're going to be looking at the global portion of technology. What happens when there's a problem with the technology? What are some of the challenges? So we'll be discussing information security. We'll be looking at confidentiality and looking specifically more at HIPAA and more of the details around that, and also the legislative process and the laws that surround technology and guide how we're supposed to be using it in healthcare. This week we have a discussion board that will again be due posted at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Wednesday with comments from your peers by Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. And there is also a PowerPoint that you need to be doing that, we talked a little bit at the beginning of the course that we need to be developing a PowerPoint on a specific topic. So the information that you have collected so far and that you've learned about your topic, you'll be creating a PowerPoint. And if you haven't ever used Microsoft PowerPoint, Session 4 does provide some different tools for you to go over it. Some quick tips. When you're creating a PowerPoint, don't clutter each slide with a lot of words. We commonly call that a wall of words. You lose your audience very quickly when you're doing that. Whether it's a static presentation, such as what you've had in this course so far, or a live presentation that you might be, say, lecturing or doing a presentation for some conference. So when you develop your PowerPoints, put the key points, the important information, the takeaway points that you want your classmates to know about the topic that you're discussing. And also, there is a notes section, and the tutorials show you how to reduce the slide in your development phase so that you can write notes. If you want to add additional content, explanation of the information that's on the PowerPoint slide, you can do that. It's not necessary, but if you feel that you need to provide more definition to what's on the slide without putting a wall of words up, that's the best way to do it. You don't need to record the PowerPoint presentation. You may if you want to, and again, there are guidelines on how to do that. But when you do record, it creates a very large slide deck, and you might have some problems uploading it. So to upload your PowerPoint within Session 4 under the assignments for the PowerPoint activity, there's specific directions on where and how to upload your PowerPoint this week. When you do that, it will provide me with an alert so that I can look at it and I can grade it and give you some feedback on it. For week 5, so that's next week, Session 5, you will again be taking this PowerPoint and you're going to be uploading it in the discussion section of the assignments, and that instead of having to respond by a post, your post will be your PowerPoint, and your peers will need to read it and respond to it. So I'm encouraging everybody to really take a look at the different postings that have occurred and will be occurring this week and next week, especially the presentations, because there's some good information out there that you will be needing as you progress in your chosen program. And it's very important because you'll have a foundation to build on as you go into your next classes. Now, as usual, if you have any concerns that you want to discuss with me, you can post something in the student lounge. If it's general in nature, if it's more specific, send me an email. I'll be more than happy to respond, and we can set up a call if you want to. If you have any problems developing your PowerPoint, let me know, and I can maybe help troubleshoot a little bit more beyond the tutorials that are available. And as always, I hope you have a great week.